Okay, so we are live again. I took a small break on Saturday because on Saturday I had football match, so I couldn't stream, and it was at 9. What is this reverb? So we are live again. I took a small break on Saturday. On Saturday I had football match, so I couldn't stream. Why is this reverb? I don't understand. I don't get it. Why do we have this reverb? Why? Shit. Damn, that was insane.
It's been a marathon at Blitz speed, but we're now at the semis.
Okay, now
And
it should be
so much
fine, I guess.
at stake. And one thing that's really interesting about this
I'll
is
check
that
it
the
once
teams
again.
who lose this particular semi-final, they will battle.
So yeah, this is the semi-finals. We got, oh damn, Team MGDI. They lost in quarterfinals. I didn't actually follow the quarterfinals. I didn't. Damn though, they lost in quarterfinals. And then you have Freedom. Freedom is. Wait, so Freedom lost as well in the quarterfinals. Now we got semifinals, which is VR versus Hexamine, Cautious versus Uzbekistan. This is pretty interesting lineup.
To wait, but they are anxious to get ready. There's Rahman Safakasov, team captain, just giving him some.
It's again that weird kind of reverb in my voice. I don't know why. Why do we have the reverb? I just don't know why do we have this reverb whenever I beatbox. I just couldn't figure that out. Let me. Okay. Let's play a game. I'm back in 800s, by the way. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. So, okay, we don't have any views right now. I have a surprise. I have still that sound. Right now, I have a surprise. I have still that sound. I don't know why it's happening. Let's forget it. So tomorrow I'm going to share a good news with everyone. It's kind of big for me, at least. I could have shared it today as well, but we'll wait till tomorrow.
The games haven't started yet.
Hey, Richard, don't sacrifice too many pieces.
You know, looking
It's
to
going to
lead
start
because
though,
that's what
and I'm going to watch that. So
Round
let's
over.
finish this game
Yep.
quickly.
He's probably going to surprise us.
Just trying to remember what happened, you know, 12 years ago or something.
They've had some time to prepare whilst was playing their match.
I need to fix that
Yeah,
reverb.
that weight that everyone,
Stupid reverb.
a little bit distracting because, you know, I think Blitz is something that you need to get a rhythm going actually. So when we had this break because of the appeal, I think it's quite disturbing for other teams actually.
It's very tiring as well because it's constantly riding the domino right here. You play one game, then another one comes along in 10 minutes, and then another one, and flex your fingers all the time. But here, they've had a long time to think, like 50 minutes.
Yeah, the thing is,
Yes.
with that enforced break, you know, they don't know how long they're going to be waiting for the next game. Actually, it's just grates on the nerve. So I think it's tough for the other teams, but
I want to
it's,
get rid of this pawn.
a very difficult decision for the appeals committee. But here we are, we're in the semi-final, and we're waiting for the starting pistol to fire.
Yep. The winner of this match. Ooh. The finals. You know what will happen next.
But we got two matches, not just winner of this
Not
match.
just the winner of this match, that's true actually. We have 2 matches.
Ah,
Two
shit.
match.
Yeah. But that's very clunky to say. 2 match.
I might destroy my position with this move, but I can't help it.
I'm waiting for the
My knight
arbiters
is
to
stuck.
give us the go ahead to begin. And
Let's
there
play this move.
we can see Vidit watching as his team against WR Chess Masters. And see Vidit showing.
Okay, so it's trying to do this.
That's is not Divya.
There's not
Was that not Divya?
No, it's
Oh,
not.
it's his missus. Okay.
played.
His misses.
So there we see we are off E4, E5.
What are we missing?
Bishop coming out and now Bishop C5. Rubick means
Okay, so the
business.
game
One of the most
started.
aggressive lines in the low block. C3. E7.
So he's making Grishuk think right from the word go because it is an unusual line. Yeah, this is very, very tricky, but Grishuk not spending too much time, and he's grabbed a pawn in the middle, but Satorov is ready for this.
This game is
Certainly
pretty
is.
weird.
And out comes the queen. It's astonishing how much theory these players know. And I know Alexander Grishuk has a photographic memory when it comes to opening analysis.
Now, Queen G3 targets the pawn on C7. That's the move that I would like to see. But Abdusatorov clearly knows his stuff. And he's
Yep.
played Queen G3.
And you don't want to let go of the
Queen
G7
G3.
pawn. It's very important. So, yep, it gives. No bishop takes C7 because
guess you just take on e4 actually. That's why he's played the knight to d2
Just
to protect
this,
the pawn here.
Yeah.
So we have this typical
this.
pawn structure from many Spanish positions. 4-3 pawn majority for black on the queen side, but
Oh shit!
majority on the king
Oh
side.
shit!
It's a bit
Damn.
like Berlin, except the pawn
I guess I have to do it.
e4 because it
There's
gives
nothing
white
in this position.
control over these
Stops me
knights.
from sacrificing the
Berlin.
rook.
So, I think,
Yeah,
we
you can push
snap the
this,
position with
but
slight
you can
advantage
stop
to
that
white.
pawn
Yes.
with queen.
And also, all the pieces get traded off. White will have a winning king and pawn endgame
It's
because White's pawn majority on the king side is a lot more mobile.
but I can't really help those two pawns. I can help one of them.
About some decisions to be made. I'm expecting rook to centralize. Yes, it is. And you called it.
Shit! Oh
Now
shit!
the knight is coming over to f5. Now, one thing that Smoldebeck cannot do is get greedy.
I might have to sacrifice this bishop.
There is,
No.
unfortunately, bishop to e5 at the end of
Okay,
that
what the
variation.
fuck?
So he can take once. That's just don't grab that pawn with the rook.
Yeah, interesting decision to make actually. He's just decided to play very solidly. I mean, at first glance, it looks very pleasant for white with these pawns in the middle. However, very hard to advance them without creating weaknesses. I mean, obviously,
Yeah, that's at least we one on time. Okay, so let's look at the games
that would be
here now.
absolutely fine for black, I think.
It is a very interesting decision, as you mentioned, because also signals some ambition. Because black's plan is just to go rook d7.
This is actually not the best idea. Maybe I should just go on chess.com. Just a second. There should be like events. Yeah, okay. Now we can just follow through here. Yeah, this is nice. So, okay, so damn, these three both like the top Blitz player. Obviously Magnus is not playing in this tournament, but yeah, Magnus is first. Then there's Hikaru, Firoza, and Ian are the best Blitz player right now, and they all are playing. Maybe Hikaru fall down after that lost against that 13-year-old kid. Let's check it. Okay, so it's Hikaru versus Anish, and this Voldar Mojin versus Firoza. And we got Aronio, who was actually very tricky. I remember in some tournament last year or maybe earlier this year, he dominated Firoza in some like knockout type of tournament earlier this year. Don't really remember though. Maybe it was some St. Louis tournament. Maybe. Okay. I'm glad we have these evaluation. Okay, so this is okay, so we already have a draw. Grishuk again. I guess Grishuk is from the same era as Levon. Yeah, they both are very equally aged. Okay, damn. Just look at the time of Ian and Hikaru. They both are pretty quick. Still got a minute. Okay, so Hikaru is winning against Anish. Also on time. He's 30 seconds ahead. Damn. Okay, so Anish is getting. Oh no, wait. Okay, so this. What? What is the move here? Okay, Hikaru is getting low on time now. Okay, rook. Now rook check. Okay, he takes the queen. I mean, it makes it simpler, but it also makes it tougher to know. And also, Firoz's is. Okay. Damn, Firoza. Okay, so it's a draw between Dominguez and MVL. Right now, oh, damn, black one. Okay, let's go. Firoza won. And now it's Hikaru's time to win. Hopefully. I mean, he's winning. He got that passed pawn. We can give checks. Keep the king in the corner. It's really hard though to get this passed pawn. Okay, not now. Now this king is going in center. Still tough. Okay, now he got everything like protected and all. He should win now. Should win comfortably. He can trade his rook now. He should. What the fuck just happened? Okay, I see. It's checkmate. No, okay. Let's check. Okay. Did Anish lose? Or it's lagging? Okay, let's go. Hikaru won with 90% accuracy in blitzes. Amazing. Okay, so here's Hikaru's rating. He's still number 2, but he lost like -2, and that's all because of that lost against 2200 rated. Imagine you are 2800 and lose against 2200. That too, he was. I mean, makes it fair because he was a kid, and kids generally tends to win against surprising games, win against anyone much higher rated than them. Okay. Okay, so and Upamyashi won. Okay, so WHS won against Examen. I don't know if. Okay, so how many matches do we have? This is going too much. I have to. No,
D8 is quite the result for WR chess team as they win their match 5.5 against Hexamide chess team. So that means that in the second rematch, Hexamide must win against WR chess team if they want to progress to the finals. And going to Kaz chess against Uzbekistan.
What's
it's
going
looking
on?
Very promising. I can see already that there's 2 wins. We saw Grishuk win against Nuribek Abdusattorov. There was also a win for Kamiladinova against Kamadamova, and that was also a win for Uzbekistan. They're on board 6, so I'm still
Okay.
waiting. Ansat against Volkidov.
We need to see the scoreboard for
Yes.
clarification.
Yeah, I
Then
need
we
to
can't-
see the
we can't
scoreboard as
understand what's
well.
going on. We don't trust
Okay.
what's going on.
Okay, so we can start a game
1.
for now.
What's the score?
So the score is, so it's also a win for Uzbekistan. No.
Three all.
Okay then.
Okay, we have a draw on the second
It's
semi-finals.
going to change things.
No.
Oh, hang on. Oh no, he's taking everything away.
No, they're resetting
They're
everything.
shuffling,
So
they're shuffling the numbers.
it just makes it true that sometimes players just put the kings on the wrong spot.
Yeah.
The was registered wrong,
Yeah.
and mistakes happen.
So
I didn't know that.
It's 3-all draw, as I understand. So, WR chess looking monstrous. Maybe one of their
Yeah,
games.
I mean, let's have a look at, first
How
up,
about Ali Ray?
that one's impressive. Also, Yana Pomniash's win against Levon Aurelian, just judging from checkmate, looks like it was overwhelming.
Okay.
And by the way, Jan was on disadvantage. I mean, you
Let's go.
mostly start with the disadvantage in Blitz game, then takes over the opponent because of time. He plays very quickly.
Let's see. At this stage.
He usually has like,
Is this Volov-
I'm talking about
Volov-
Blitz, he usually has
White, is that correct? Against Ali
30
Ray.
seconds advantage, at least after like opening phase.
He doesn't play. Anyway. Anyway, we do know that Firuzja with black. It's black here.
Fiducia.
At this moment, doesn't look like a big deal. Looks like white is absolutely fine. I mean, white is sort of pretending
This
to
is
be
tough.
better with this knight on c4, but
So
Pawn
I
seems to have
just
dropped.
blocked my bishop.
Let's just go back. Okay, so knight g4 was,
What the fuck am I
The issue.
playing, bro?
and
Forgot how to play chess.
queen takes h4. And suddenly it's all gone horribly wrong.
Should I trade for the bishop?
White.
Oh,
But
let's
actually,
do it.
round about here, white is still fine, but probably quite even. Okay, what about defeated Anish Giri?
Yes.
Let me go to a critical moment. So at this moment, Giri played Queen A6, which was a mistake. Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
What move
I mean, this pawn is gone,
very
obviously.
mean to you?
Yeah.
Hikaru playing
I
white.
shouldn't play this move.
Giri, Anish Giri playing black. What move did Hikaru now play?
Look. It's gonna be a beast of a move. Just
Bishop
opening
G7.
up.
Ivanka,
things
you're
like
on
queen.
fire.
Well, I do. Okay. Yeah, I actually.
This is a move.
Play a lot of online chess.
This is
a lot of
unprotected.
cheap tactics. So
Oh, interesting. In this position, there's actually a stronger move than Queen
yeah,
G6.
you can throw the queen at the same time.
Queen G6 was a mistake.
Okay.
Queen D4.
Check.
But yeah, so actually in this position it would be better to, I guess, to move the queen.
I had a
here.
plan
It's
before,
over
I don't remember
extra
now.
pawn for white, but also very, very good for white.
Very, very
I
nice.
had a plan.
So
So that was basically, in fact, Hikaru he took the knight instead of playing Queen D4 check, but he's in complete control and he won that one. Sorry,
yeah.
you
So
go
we
ahead.
no, I was just going to say that well, we have 5 minutes before the next.
What the
match starts.
fuck?
Can you pull up the last
What the
women's
fuck?
board on Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, so that
Oh, the path.
Over.
Okay, so how did we get there?
Just the end, just the very end. It was a nice finish.
Okay, so
Still tricky. Okay, you just
first
resigned.
time we've seen this. So knight e6,
Nice, 2
Four
wins.
takes.
Start.
queen check,
Okay.
c3.
Oh, whoops.
PW's
Backward
credibility
queen's
every day.
moves.
Yeah.
Backward queen moves. I can't actually
Queens,
say it.
queens can move backwards,
Backwards
but
queen
they're often
moves.
very difficult to find.
Yes.
Like seriously.
Let's just stop them. Okay, wait. Do we have a timer or something so we can see when the next round is going to start? Oh god. Firoz again 16 in the points in this round in a rapid.
It's a thing. You know, they often say that, you know, you're constantly looking for
Let me find the game and get things straight.
Okay, so
So Yesipenko is here. Now,
we still have some
So
time.
instead of
We can
this,
play one more
here.
game.
now what was the issue? Because I thought c4
I'll just start a
king
game.
for black. Looks like this should be good.
this one was Croatia father by this, but the thing is that
Immediately obvious. So
and also
do
the
you give
clock
a
was ticking down.
do you give a check? Play
And then
king
king
d4 and then
So I can't play this one now.
and
It's okay.
this is not immediately obvious this is winning. I mean, the computer says it's winning, but, you know,
You have to do some maneuvering, right? You put your pawn on f5, have easy to evaluate. And also you have to, when the clocks are ticking down, like I cannot stress enough, the pressure is so intense on the players that they are barely thinking.
I think maybe the issue here is that white puts the rook on a8, puts the pawn on e7.
What's his plan now?
And then you advance the f pawn. It doesn't really matter whether this is on the board. Once the rook goes down here, the king will come over. So it's a question of time.
Like what I would say is that you preserve
We can go here.
as
King
much as
client
possible.
here,
So
but not
the way
really
that I see
for
anyway,
long.
this is very difficult. We're getting sucked into the world of rook and pawn
Yeah.
endgames. So of course we are waiting for the second match of the semi-finals to begin. Let's go to the. Let's see the players ready, and we're going to be following the adventures
Okay,
on
so
the chessboard.
so
of
the second round is
WR
going to
chess
start.
Team as they play Hexamind. Now, WR chess team have some of the best. Yashi, who's a world Blitz champion, Ali Reza Faruzja, and then we also have Maxine
then I can just do this.
is such a team of heavyweights. Can WR chess team defend their world Blitz?
I should push.
Find out. The moment when the arbiter is about to announce the beginning of the game, and we have handshake. Let's dive in.
I wanna dive in as well.
Spanish, Berlin, and Ali Reza keeps tension with d3. Knight e7. Now there is a lovely tricky move. If knight takes e5, he plays c6, the bishop moves, and then queen a5 check wins the knight. Lovely little trick. And the knight just is going to flip over to g6.
He
Challenge
he
directly
closed
in
the
centre.
position. I don't
Means
know
that goes
why.
for development. Do you think we're going to see the same plan?
Yavanka, just let me show that trick because it is
Yes.
very mean. If knight takes pawn, this didn't happen, folks. But if knight takes pawn, c6 attacks the bishop. Bishop comes back, and then queen a5 check.
Should I play the
with a double
small?
attack winning the knight. It's slimy, absolutely slimy, but I rather like it.
It's very nice. And very unexpected, actually. So, what are we going to see from Ali Reza Firouzja? I was expecting him to move the knight away from c5.
Interesting that Morzin is
Damn.
just delaying moving the
My
d pawn
queen
at
is
the end.
my
He
queen is
just
low.
plays it one square.
Just
He was perhaps
okay. Let's do this.
But what is White's plan? d4,
d4.
d4, and then just develop.
Well, bishop d2.
My
Just
position is fucked though.
conservatively somehow.
Okay, and now for black, you have a choice. Bishop e6. You could also go rook e8. That's the very low pass plan. Rook e8, bishop e8, then plan for d5.
I want to
Actually,
check
he's
out
hopped
the
knight back
games.
to h7. So I guess he wants to play to g5 and then potentially bring out the bad bishop. d4, break in.
We've been waiting for that one for a while, and in comes
Okay,
the
so
knight
he's winning
to
my knight.
challenge.
I mean, my rook.
Okay, so what is White going to do with the tension in the centre?
I can't help it.
Now, there's a big threat on the board of knight takes knight,
Yeah.
and then capturing on d4.
I rather like this plan with knight h7 to g5 because
I guess I
it's
can.
just decreases pressure.
Not really,
Bishop
not
e3,
really.
sensible, just holding everything.
I mean, let's get the queen inside. Let's see what we can do.
Waldemar Mersin, the current world rapid champion, to think about what he's going to be doing. There is some trades.
Yes, you have to trade queens.
Well, bishop g5. Just let's swap some more pieces off. That would be my first thoughts. You know, this is chicken chess, but it makes sense to me because actually, you know, this bishop is neutral. It's useful squares in the diagonal. This bishop doesn't look too great. Nope, didn't happen.
In that direction. And there's a series of trades in
Two
the middle of the board.
bishops. Two bishops.
The
Yep.
position has clarified somewhat, but I would say this is the kind of structure where the power of the bishop pad isn't necessary. Bishop in c4 is so strong. I mean, we saw that.
Can't really
earlier
even check.
on.
He'll lose
Going
both
back
of
to the
he'll lose
game.
both of his rooks. I mean, at least one.
It was not Nigel.
I don't know who it was.
It was Nigel against Liam Liam.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, the bishop is very active. This
I don't really
knight
have
isn't so
anything in
great.
this position.
Somehow you
My
feel
king
that
is stuck.
black should be okay. I'm guessing yes, exactly. The knight is going to reroute to the king. Bishop c5, good move. The knight doesn't knight off mid.
And that's actually what I expected. Because the knight is not going to live his best life there. And
Okay, let's focus on these games now.
Queen a5, threatening rook. I notice.
okay, so whilst this game is
And the pawn.
manoeuvring,
Ooh.
there's some excitement
Go on.
happening in the Levant Aronian game. So maybe the Nepo Levant Aronian, yeah, we have to switch here. I mean, take a look at this. What is happening here? Levant Aronian with the white pieces. Remember, Hexamind, if they want to take its tie breaks, they need to win this match.
And Levon's certainly applying the pressure. He's got these two bishops, this wonderful dark squared bishop striking across the board, protected past pawn. Bishop on g6 doesn't look too great. I think Aronian has an excellent position.
This is
Oh,
beautiful.
Tactics.
Yeah, and it took
Check,
Nepomuceni.
and the knight will drop, so Nepo under massive pressure here. Can Levon strike back for Hexamind?
And you, as Danny said, you can't take, and it actually came as a visible surprise to Nepomniachtchi. He recoiled when he saw bishop takes pawn on the board, and now the king slides in the corner, the bishop goes back. It doesn't really matter. White's response is going to be the same. Capture the knight. And, well, it's all about those extra pawns that White has. But White has to be very careful.
Oh wait,
because
Divya
White can
Deshmukh
go
is winning
rook to
against
d8,
Ho
bishop
Ifan.
to d5,
Wow.
improve things a
Hang
little bit.
on, that
That's
bishop is
mad.
just going to anchor itself on d6. I mean, technically it's a win, isn't it?
It
We
is a
can
win.
see that.
Okay, but you do have to keep control. And yeah, shorten, bishop comes into d6, anchoring itself beautifully.
Damn, Ali Reza was
square,
losing.
And Nepomniachtchi, he's in chaos mode. He has to hit that button.
Queen b7 attacking the bishop
And Mikado against his
E5.
kryptonite.
That bishop does a great job in combining with the queen because the queen just can't be hassled. Now,
Yes.
queen takes pawn.
Is this the start of a comeback? No threat and checkmate.
No way, Vidit is winning against
No.
Ricardo.
Do you see Nepomniachtchi to quicken his pace as he means to up the pressure? Just,
Well, I mean, he's actually
26
down
seconds.
on time.
Yeah.
And Levin still has 50 seconds.
but it's such
Whoa,
a common technique.
what?
right? When you're feeling the pressure on the position, you just quicken the pace on the board, and you just start making things a lot more intense. Take
Okay,
advantage
so
of clock time
one of
because
them,
that is
like
gonna
WR
be
Chess won a game.
valuable part in this
We have
because,
1-0.
now comes the queen, and Levon is
I believe
just
in
keeping
Firoza.
things
Okay, so
under
they
control.
drew
Very
Firoza
nice
and
Let's do
H5.
full screen
motion.
on this one because things are looking very good.
Queen has
for
bounced round to h5, threatening queen g6 check. Nepo in terrible trouble here. He's 3 pawns down. His king is under pressure. And he's under pressure on the clock. He's under 10 seconds. Queen bounces back. Of course, Levon will
I
be
guess
moving
they'll
queen
draw,
exchange.
then
doesn't
Nepo
want it.
will win one game.
Queen f3. Nepo trying to stay active. A check. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
Levon
still
won.
exposed. And
And this
bishop
is it.
f6 coming. That must be the end.
Shit.
This is absolutely the end, and Nepo is on the verge of giving up. And Levon strikes back. Now, is this the start of a comeback for Hexamind? As
No.
they are in a must-win situation. So let's follow the cameras, go to the action.
We've got 2 draws already.
This is
yeah,
tough.
let's go there. What's going on in this position? Wow, what a sharp position this is. Dominguez is a piece up for Hexamind, but it's such a strange position with Black's king wandering around, and yeah, Dominguez has thrown the knight into c3. It looks incredibly strong.
Okay, and
I think he should be winning, but
Oh no.
it's
Let's
a
go,
weird
Maxime.
And if Dominguez
Let's go.
does strike back for Hexamind,
Let's
everything
go,
at the
Maxime
minute
is winning.
Ooh,
So this
Let's
is
go.
super important
and
for the match
Max
situation.
It's a draw, it's a draw, let's go.
fighting back.
Yeah, he's
It's
so
a draw
tricky
now.
and he finds a check.
Oh,
I mean, WR
Now
won.
the rook comes down. Where's
Even
the
if
king gonna
Divya,
as he turned it,
Divya wins
Maxime's
this
turned it
game,
around completely.
it's
That's
a win
checkmate.
for WR Chess team.
Unbelievable comeback from
Okay.
Maxime Vachier-Lagrave.
And with that, there we see Maxime being patted on the shoulder because it is a victory for WR Chess Team as they secure themselves a spot in the finals before.
Lagrave. That's checkmate.
Where's the Black King going to run?
As he turned it, Maxime's turned it
And-
around completely. That's checkmate. Unbelievable comeback from
Okay.
Maxime Vachier-Lagrave.
And with that, there we see Maxime being patted on the shoulder because it is a victory for WR Chess Team as they secure themselves a spot in the finals. And there we see Richard Rapport against
He's
Yavokir Sindarov.
He's 3 pawns up. Rapport is 3 pawns up. Rook and knight and 3
Okay, it's a
against
draw.
rook, bishop.
Again, they draw. I guess.
Shoot in control.
No, Cassius
Hits
won.
that bishop. Now protects the a pawn.
No, it's a draw. So Uzbekistan
It's
lost.
coming to b6, and there you go.
Okay. And okay, judging from the team hug there, okay, we have to check out what exactly.
So we got
the
finalist Cars chess
standings of the results of that.
versus WR
Does
chess.
this mean that Kaz Chess have banked a
Let me see. I'm trying to look it up. It's difficult. I think Uzbekistan are looking good. It might depend on the amateur board,
okay, maybe if the camera
which is winning for white. So I think Uzbekistan are going to do it. No,
No, it's
sorry,
Cars
I've got
chess.
the wrong way around. It could be even.
It's
We
Cars
could have
chess.
another 3-all, but
Okay.
let's we'll have to wait.
Okay, so I have some results in
Okay.
front of me, but not the result of the recreational board on board 6. So Nuribek Abdusatov lost to Alexander Bishop, so that's 1 point in Kazach's favour. Sorry, that's 1 point in Uzbekistan's favour. There you go. This is much easier. And there we are seeing, okay, win for Richard Reports, win for Murat Kamiladinova, win for Aitan Islam. So, with those 3 victories, has secured themselves spots in the finals.
So no tie breaks.
No tie breaks whatsoever.
So it's going to be WR chess against
Cars
Kaz chess
chess.
in the final.
Let's go.
Good stuff.
Good stuff,
Could-
and
I don't know if we can. There's time to look at the critical game.
yes, we can have a look at some of the other
Oh.
dramatic moments of the match.
That's it. Find one. Do you know what? Maybe we should be looking at the game between.
We've
So we have some time now. We can play now. We have a lot of time. It's okay. Should have taken with the bishop. Okay, now what the fuck? Okay. We have something here. Not really. Okay, so I gave up my bishop stupidly. Enough. Let's see if he realized that. He did. Oh no, I wanted to do this. I fucked up again. Is this a checkmate? Yes, it is. What the fuck? What the fuck? Checkmate, 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 checkmate. We might be missing games.
So it's boring to play this whole day through this.
Totally, because they're draining on your energy levels, right? To have these long pauses, I agree with you completely. You need to be there, you need to be ready, you need to be sharp. It's almost like the fingers have some kind of memory. You want
Even a
your
draw
hands to instinctively
loses him
make the right
minus
moves.
2
It's all
points.
about having great intuition. And yes, of course, they have a final. WR Chess, reigning, defending champions. They are going to be fighting off the challenge that is Kaz Chess. Grishuk, Richard records, and as well as many strong players. Do you think WR Chess, they are the heavyweights?
I think they're the favourites. They've played themselves into form. They've had a few little bumps.
No, as a team they've been...
They are favourites.
It's funny because they just kept getting back. Like in the rapid chess, they had some shaky moments as a team, but yesterday in the pool A, they won everything. Them and Uzbekistan, they emerged from the pools with 100%.
So the current world champion is
Just
currently
looking at
rated
individual stats actually.
90th in Blitz,
Aliweza Firuzja playing for the
and he is
WR
world
chess
champion
team.
in
He's
Classic.
on 7.5 out of 8.
That's insane.
Nakamura, who's actually been playing on board 3, bit of a disappointment. But still a very, very good score. Then we've got who else is playing well.
The current rapid champion is
Onishi,
placed 50th.
has 4.5 out of 7 for WR chess. And let me see, the women's board is... Where's she? She's 2.5 out of 4. But overall, yeah, their stats are pretty good. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, David Muradian, so he's their amateur player, their recreational player. Oh no, excuse me, it's Vadim Rosenstein, who's the recreational player. Just checking out the form. He's on 3 out of 7. Gotta say, it's good. He's certainly not the strongest. But it seems to be going well so far.
I mean, this is the whole point of this whole because their big guns are no longer valid.
Right, because their ratings have
Exactly.
shot up.
Yes.
Um,
Okay. Well, we are gonna.
this fucking game, bro.
Vincent is signaling that he wants that knight to capture the bishop so that he can
Ironically.
king. And sure enough, Arjun blinked and said, okay, I'm happy to go for it. But now we have a situation where Arjun's king is vulnerable. And because this is a tie-break match, whoever wins this match will win 5th place. And that means 15,000 euros in the bank.
So, looking at the game, Martin Aragasi against Vincent Kaimer, and it started
MG
out
D1
like
totally
top
cheated.
very quickly. A B6, it's a weird kind of Queen's Indian. Aragasi has closed that bishop side of the board by putting a pawn on D5 with an exchange of knight and bishop, which leaves the semi-open H file. And Aragasi has established the knight on F4, which is a very nice piece. And Kaimer fighting back by actually contesting the D5 square. So an exchange, and the rook comes to the D file to look at the D5 square. So knight D5 is possible for Aragasi. The question is how you get the queen to H6, Ivanka. Your thoughts on that?
My
one?
thoughts,
How are you
yeah.
going to do that? That's your big test for you.
Exactly, that is the big test. Actually, it's big difficult because the pawn on E3 is in the way.
I'd like to do this, bishop D3, F3.
We'll end the stream after the finals.
Boom.
Yeah,
No one is
that's,
here.
Am I dreaming? I don't know.
I agree
Sometimes
with
you
you.
gotta dream.
I agree with you. Sometimes it's too.
Okay, so my bishop is trapped.
This
Fuck.
is not original. You see it so often in Hedgehog in the Sicilian. So I'm kind of surprised that Aragasi is exchanged here because I think it gives black more options because there's sometimes the possibility to break with D5.
If he jumps at knight D5, you're not going to let that knight.
Hit the queen, maybe? On the graphics board, they've actually got the name. It's Vincent Kaimer. That's what throwing me. Now that I've looked at the camera, I can see, oh yeah, that's Vincent at the right. It's the right
Yeah, but there is the his
with the
What the
centre
fuck is
open.
going on?
Ooh, that's very strange. Keimer allowed this. G5. It's king. Keimer's kind of collapsed.
Oh shit, oh shit.
Let's see what's
And it's just playing super quickly.
Guys, he wants to checkmate on the H.
Oh, yes,
Tricks on the 7th rank.
yeah.
Bishop takes, and then rook c7 check. Watch out. Oh, that's why the bishop went to h3 to block the h file. Now, is it possible? Keimer's king is not as safe as it could be.
And did you see
And
that
then g4.
G4 absolutely necessary? And instead,
I shouldn't have given him the open file.
But then 93 rook.
Now he can come here. And it's almost checkmate. This is the only move now I can capture my
I'm not
pawn.
surprised that Vincent gave it up. Should be a draw. That's quite easy.
It's not easy because the pawn on G3 is going to fall.
This is shades of Gukash against or Ding against Gukash in the World Championship.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at that. The king is being devilishly setting up. You can slide the rook all the way to the back. There is checkmate on G1. There we're going to see
Keimer under pressure. This is very.
G1. And now it's going to be G3.
Yeah, what the fuck is happening?
Just to be clear at the end, the king had to go to h2. And then to g3. Fantastic play from you guys. Yeah, I mean,
Impressive there.
Okay, we have a fucking checkmate. We have a. Oh wait, no.
This
What do we have?
Is the third.
What do we have?
We're waiting to see the main event.
What do we have
I
here?
guess we're going to see that after this, I'm guessing.
No, so
Oh fuck.
the match that we just saw is actually for the 5th place
Oh, 5th place playoff.
playoff. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for
although
correcting me.
I know I can understand why, because this is guys see, and there we saw that
Yeah.
Vincent Keimer. But
He can't fucking do anything now.
fighting, it is
What is he going to do?
Iceland against Uzbekistan. I
Okay.
mean, they're
Thank you.
fighting for the 3rd place.
So I'm
Does this
using the
work?
plot as ever. Yeah, so I think what I wanted to emphasise was the main fight, the grand finale with WR chess yet.
We're still waiting for
Wait a second.
competition for
You shouldn't take this pawn.
a lot of teams playing for that one because they want to enter the prize money, 15,000
that's true.
euros. So there's a lot of pride, right? So can't wait for the final to get started. Between WR Chess and
This is
Glass Chess, the
fucking
real
complicated.
defending champions WR Chess really leveled up. Can they defend their title? That is the big
This
question.
is so fucking complicated.
I don't know if we're going to see this next match first before we get on to. We might have more information.
I have as much information as you do, Daniel.
Next round, 1850, I'm being told. Maybe we should take a short.
Fuck, we don't have time.
Absolutely. Absolute agreement on that note.
And if I give away
Seriously,
one
things
check,
we
I'm
all
gone.
need to just gather our nerves for
I'm
just a
fucking
moment.
gone.
We are going to go on a break, and when we return, of course, we
I'm fucking gone.
the final between WRGs.
This is fucking horrendous. Wait. So you can take my pawn if he wants to, which he didn't. He can take that pawn. He can take it. He can take it. Then I'll take. Okay, wait. I can't really take his pawn. Now I can. Why didn't he take that pawn though? Can I checkmate? Can I mate? Can I mate? Okay, fuck. I just have to find a fork.
In the heart of the city that gave us the greatest detective, a new mystery unfolds. This June, London is host to the FIDA World Rapid Blitz Team Championships. A battle of brains, where speed is the weapon and teamwork is the key. Grandmasters, wild cards and legends will join forces into mixed teams for the world titles that will be decided in seconds. Rapid, Blitz, Games. Partnering to London, experience every move live and watch the story unfold on FIDA's YouTube.
Oh no.
Daniel King and Yavanka Hussein.
Fucking throw this game away. Oh, it's a draw. Fuck this game.
This summer, your next big move is waiting. The World School Chess Championship from August 2nd to 7th. Washington, D.C. Battle it out on the board and make new friends off it. Play, laugh louder, explore, connect, compete. 50 plus countries. One amazing experience. First time in USA. Incredible journey. Are you ready to make your move? Register your team now.
Can we try winning this? down. fucking भाई इतना टाइम लगाया ड्रॉ को इतना टाइम Okay, fuck. The finals is going to start soon. Okay, we have a break here. We have a break right now. Oh. Isn't this a checkmate, bro? What the fuck are you doing? I should have played this move. The fuck. Oh, wait. What?
Welcome back, and there you can see the final is in progress. We see on our screens Alexander Grishuk, who has been an absolute stalwart for Kazchaz. He's got the white pieces against Ali Reza Firouzja.
Ali Reza Firouzja.
Have a look at how the game has progressed.
It's a
And I can tell
lovely
you,
night off.
I know, and it looks like a Sozin variation on that former world champion Bobby Fischer liked to employ a long time ago.
Well, yeah, with the bishop on c4, it looks like it, but actually it started off with the good old bishop g5 variation. And Ali Reza has played this knight d7 move, which is extremely sharp.
We might be winning this game.
And after bishop c4, queen b6. So this is a very trendy variation. And after bishop b3, e6, bishop comes out, and knight c5. So it takes a little bit of rearranging. The queen needs to come back, and then he starts the queenside counterplay with rook b8, and white has this pawn storm on the king side. Black looks to open up the queen side with b4, and rook takes b4. So incredibly sharp position with both players attacking. I'm used to playing these kind of positions with black. B4, your opening lines. You can hit that bishop, you can always hack that off if necessary. But I don't know, which side would you naturally
I should protect my
rotate
own.
towards? Neither.
I'm back
Too
and
wild,
checkmate.
too chaotic.
Okay.
I don't want any of this when I play chess. And so,
What?
That's actually a
What a-
new move according to my database.
Okay.
It was a lot more common actually to lift up. Get ready to support on the queen side. But rook and now the big question, and this is the thing.
He had a nice
Just
outside pawn. I don't know why he traded.
sure enough, it gets pushed.
Oh.
Black has lost hope to the line. That's all that
h6, which would also, to some extent, undermine crazy.
It's just one of the things with h6 is that, to my eyes,
I can trade queens now and win this smoothly, but I'll bring my king closer, so I don't really have to calculate much.
Good night.
Yep, I would certainly go with that.
And one of the things that I was taught.
Okay, now it's winning. It's so winning. Ah. Okay, we are winning this game
I think that's what's
easily.
nice about this position is that
You should already
those moves
resign now.
it's to actually find ways to counter it.
Is this a check? No,
Absolutely.
it's not a
Because the
checkmate,
thing is,
but
though, if you make the same
okay,
kind of
it's
move,
not-
you go B4,
it's
we're
not a
actually
stalemate yet because he has this move.
on
It's not a
D5.
stalemate. Now this is a pawn checkmate. Let's go. Okay, also the game started. Or let's watch the games now.
I've got my eyes on E4.
Yeah, it's going to be taken. So
Let's
I
go.
guess
Ricardo
just
versus
defending.
Richie.
Queen E3.
Firoza is in 16 seconds.
He's now got less than 20 seconds.
Seconds.
He's played rook e1 to defend the pawn, but the knight has switched
But he
back.
plays like a beast
And Rostrup has
in this
sacrificed
time
e4
format.
and wants to open up the g file without delay.
Okay, well, now it's a bit tricky because this bishop is amazing on e4 and you've got ideas of going e5. And there we see the rook coming forward. How is Ali Reza going to find the seconds left? I just want to double up on the g line.
That is such a tremendous piece on e4, anchored by the pawn on d5. Yeah, I hear you, there could be a problem here. But I wonder
See, the
if
time
it's
is already
to
closing.
play yeah, f5, f6 rather.
And Alireza has an advantage.
We see
It
that
goes.
is the reaction of
Damn.
Ali Reza. He plays so quickly now.
I love that bishop on e4, and yes, there is counterplay on the c file. So somehow Ali Reza has turned things around.
This is a nice move from Alexander Bishop, just getting out of the pin with the bishop. And now I thought the king might run to the other end of the board, and there we are seeing
He
this
sacrificed.
position is
Why did he
razor
sacrifice
sharp.
that?
Queen e3. The nice thing about these pawns and the knight is that
Damn.
the king is pretty safe on a2. So we've got an exchange on e5. Queen takes, centralizing the queen.
Beautiful, and
Ricardo is dominating rapport.
Oh, knight c6. What happens if that's taken?
Let's hope he
Then
doesn't blunder.
wow,
rook takes, and there was queen h6. And the rook defends along the sixth rank.
Bishop doesn't have too much time, so he's looking. How can he generate some
He's
play?
got
He's
seconds
some
left.
checks.
He's a piece down. He needs something
He
huge.
can't find it.
He's
He just throws in a check.
and queen g5. Wow.
No,
But there's
damn.
no clear threat. Oh,
I guess it's a
That
draw.
is
It's a draw.
Beautiful. Queen takes rook.
It's a draw, yeah.
And then
Needs to come
Is it
back.
shaky?
Is
I
it a
mean-
draw? Is it going to be a draw?
Yeah, it's a
Yes, it
draw.
is.
And Hikaru
Did
won.
find
Let's go.
something. It
And
looks
they-
they're going to agree a draw, I think. There's a, yeah, just, yeah. Wow. What on earth was going on at the end? I mean, that move knight c6. And let me see. In the game between Blackcourt and
We have
Nakamura,
2 games
Nakamura
ongoing.
has won. He's defeated Richard Rapport.
Yeah, Hikaru is playing like a beast now.
Also, it was a draw. There we can see between Andrei Sipenko and Maxim Vashikov. Oh, no, they're still playing.
Oh, we've got some kind of dispute. What's going on here? They've stopped the
Oh, shit,
clocks. And I think Maxime is claiming a draw. That this will, he's saying if he plays rook d4, he will repeat position for the third time. I think the arbiter.
If they get one more draw, then
Go to
it's
VAR.
W
We're
or
going to check the video
W
to
or
see if
Smith.
this repeats for the third time. Yeah,
Yep.
they've got the video coming in to check.
And we can also see from, we got a glimpse of the scoreboard, we see that WR chess, they are 2 points up.
And Alexander Kostyanyuk has a queen and pawn against rook and knight. So
You say it's a
she
draw.
has some winning chances. Tough to win because actually white is very well coordinated here. But there is a chance. So this is not easy for Kamalinova.
Yeah, this is the issue that the rook and the knight, they are beautifully anchored together. The black king is just not making any inroads.
Yep,
Maybe
king.
time to bring in the
Damn,
king.
I guess
King sticking
the scores
closer,
will be
but
4-1,
4
4-2.
Okay, now making progress. Now the king
Oh.
can work its magic around.
Yeah, if he can get in here and come into g3, then the king is doing something.
She's thrown in a few checks. She has to keep an eye over the d5 pawn.
This could be a tough manipulation, actually.
Okay.
I think that was the right route. I think she should have stuck to her guns and gone to play the king into g3. I think that was possible, actually.
I hope she doesn't blunder a fork.
Moves back, but she still has time.
Also
and
good. Also good.
this is good. Now the rook can't sit on d4. And she can freely advance the d4 pawn, and then she's getting ready. Actually, you can't advance the d4 pawn. The pawn. And this doesn't impact the standings because it was a draw between
should already draw, yes.
Vashikov and WR have a walk. So it's impossible to push d pawn to d4 because white will simply capture it, and the resulting king pawn game is going to be favourable for white.
I think she was on the right tack. I think you can bring the king down to g.
Well, she can do it now. She's got a lot of time now. Throwing her checks.
Yeah, now king e6.
Now the king comes forward. And this is one of the great things. They remove 101. And now
101 down.
the king.
Was king
I
Was
don't even
close to
remember
G3.
if
Was
I had
G3
Right
possible?
if I have played
Sure.
a
King G3
game
might have
which
been
lasted
possible.
101 move.
You've got to be careful when you put the queen. Don't allow it to be forked.
Okay, king. I still want to play king g4.
Well,
This is tough.
gives up. Now the king makes his way.
Ah, king g3, rook d3 check, and if it goes to h2, rook h3 was mate. That might have been the issue.
Well,
Alright, just make a draw.
progress.
Just make a draw.
King can give a check. And
Please.
it does seem that White's defensive construction is holding up. The d pawn can't be advanced. Sliding back.
Come on.
And in fact, they've actually made more than 50 moves without
Okay, it's a draw,
capture.
let's go.
or pawn move.
Now let's play again. Oh.
Could this one be going to VAR as well?
I mean, and then the arbiter has stepped in and it's been declared a draw. Chess team, they take the lead. Now Chess, if they want to take it to tie breaks, they are in a must-win situation. There we can see victories for Hikaru Nakamura against Richard Woods, and also a victory for Rosenstein against secure victory. So
Don't blunder these four.
And
Go
how
back.
about the third place playoff? Let's go down to that.
There you can see it was a win for Hexamine, 3.5. Maybe we can have a look whilst we're waiting
So
for
we-
teams to get ready for the second match.
Should I take the rook?
Beat Richard Report.
Let's have a look. Let me just find the game.
Yeah, maybe.
If I just go from the beginning very quickly.
Yeah.
So we'll take you through against
Yeah.
WO chess, of course. Here we go. We've got our board. I'm going to play before they take the board away. So it's a King's Indian. B5 from Blitz. He likes to go his own way. Do things a little bit. So the bishop striking across the board at the rook. Yeah, so slightly unusual. Now we've got a situation where I wonder if Nakamura would take control. With this, the knight going to d4, g5 or something. Let's have a look. There we go. Knight e4, block. Bishop g2 hits the d4. e6 open.
Problem, I would say.
Those weak squares. Here we go.
Yeah,
h4,
h4,
h5.
h5.
That's very. Apparently black is still okay, but anyway.
Yeah, but in a Blitz game,
Yeah, when there's a pawn on it, just restricting the king. Setting up very difficult.
This bishop is going to be annoying now. But I do have a nice fucking move.
Knight with counter f6 check. Rook takes. So it's just shoved.
I should have seen this before.
Rooks.
Yeah, now he defends it. Now he feints it.
Position because the knight
Okay,
will
wait a
just
minute.
dominate the king.
Do I have enough? Do I have?
So it went
Fuck.
instead.
So if I do this,
Check.
he can do
C8.
these.
This is wacky stuff, isn't it? It's a lovely move.
But I
because
can take.
it blocks the rook, so that means that. Excuse me. Rook d8.
Wait a
is
second.
threat. And it's very hard for
This.
the king to get. Okay, so bishop d3 blocks.
I can take.
And the queen comes in.
Wait a minute. Okay, let's protect it first.
Something here.
I hope I didn't blunder right now.
also
Oh, that was-
threatening the rook as well. queen d8,
So
queen
this,
7.
yeah, those are the threats.
This move is
Game
lethal.
Yeah.
This move is
Very
lethal right
nice
now.
game.
Yeah,
Difficult to believe it's a Blitz game.
interesting.
Mhm.
This moment,
He keeps
in fact,
bringing.
the computer still thinks this is level, but you know, I would say that point
This is the
interesting.
only
Again,
move.
the computer thinks that white is only slightly better
Yeah.
position with.
Fuck off. Now I can play this move.
And I just think this looks
It's
so difficult. I mean, back rank is always weak. There's the possibility to float this knight in, as Hikaru managed to do. So yeah, Hikaru looked like he did very well.
Okay, so see, WR chess team take the lead, and in the Hexaland, battle place there, it was really close, but Hexaland just edging it with 3.5 holes.
I don't know if we've got time to look at one more game. I'm just finishing the game between Abasatorov.
If he doesn't take my knight, then he'll be
Let's
down
take
one
it from
piece.
critical points.
Okay, so.
And he does it.
Well, hang on,
I have to grind this. I have to play very.
Abasatorov
Very right
passed
now.
the queen side very early, and yeah, looks really sharp. Very sharp. Oh, that was a good hit. So this is a very direct way of playing.
Let's do this move.
Queen takes pawn, queen takes pawn.
Yeah, this.
It's-
Let's stop this move.
So Abasatorov has got the exchange.
What the fuck is doing, man?
His king is relatively
He
small.
blundered. He blundered very bad. Oh. Now it should be very easy.
Abasatorov managed to do that.
Now it's very
He's
easy.
threatening a check here.
Very dangerous. And
And,
here
okay.
is
Because he abandoned.
hunted down.
Yeah.
We are
Okay,
almost.
It looked like a mad game, but I think the crucial thing there was that basically right from the word go, Abasatorov had the initiative.
Should we play one more
Crossed the
game?
queen side very early.
We have enough
pushed
time.
F5, there was pressure.
Let's play one more game.
Center, but also.
Fascinating. Oh, I can see that
Ah, no.
means that we're going to be beginning our final match. Just
No.
minutes. And do remember, defending champions, they won the first match. So, as chess, if they want to take the match to tie breaks, Hexenlight, if they want to take the match to tie breaks.
Well, I think we should keep our eyes
Yes.
on the
Big one.
on the
I mean,
final.
the final, of course, we're going to have to see, WR playing for. This is the World Championship title on the line.
So this could be the basically the favourites.
What was the move?
Let's see. It would be great if we did manage to get it to tiebreak actually.
Nah, just end this tournament, bro. Why do you want tie
We're
breaks?
going to begin
Oh, we're
right
kicking
now.
off
There you
right
can
now.
see the players.
No.
They are getting
Oh shit.
absolutely focused. In the previous
They are getting in the
instance,
zone.
it was
Wait, bro.
a draw. Bishop and Alireza finished up.
Damn.
But now there's been a shake-up in the WR chess team because Nippon has been brought back in.
Nippon Yashi's brought
against
back.
Bishop.
Yeah, that was interesting. So who was benched in
Do that, do
Never
that.
benched in the
Do that,
last
do that.
Yes, he was a
round.
bit
Just rest, and they're shaking it up.
No, because he lost the last game, that's why he took a break, I guess.
Big six.
okay. How do you think? No, open. He's been open with E4.
Yeah.
Who is a candidate for one of our players of the day.
Oh, yeah, let's
Just
look at
incredible performance.
just here. Yeah, Playrosa has 7 plates today. And let me see. Yeah, I mean, he's. Apostrophe 6 not too shabby. And there are a few others. There's a couple of others with 6 and
It's
7, but.
okay, but
Um,
I can't.
certainly the best percentage score.
I don't really want to trade queens right now.
You know, when you're so high rated, that's very impressive. Grishuk, let me see. Grishuk is
But I
on
have
5
to.
out of 8. He's also actually having a very good tournament.
Right, and the handshake.
In handshake, shaky shaky.
Just begun, and there we're seeing it's Italian. Nepo is just playing true to his form. It's what he's been very effective.
Gioco Piano.
Yeah.
It's the
Jocopino.
opening of the moment.
And you know how he's been playing. You know he's been putting the queen out to b3, targeting f7. Will he be doing the same?
Yeah, it's interesting that there have been a few situations where this rook has come here and it's gone a5 and queen b3.
Okay, so I have this move and now
Very early stage. Well, he's done it in this case,
will you go here?
but it's a rather different kind of
Will you
position.
do that?
Yeah, sometimes when you play an early b4, it means b2, and then potentially swing across the board.
I can make a draw. I can try to make a draw, and I really want to.
Sometimes you can push open.
And he's pushing open, but on challenges the knight. It's going to take a step back.
You think d8 or a5?
I
Yeah.
think
Oh, it's
B8.
b8. Okay, he's got to bounce around via d7. Yep, it looks very stable actually.
I might get my knight.
Are we going to see queen b3?
I
Probably
might.
not. Maybe
Yeah.
next-
It's very likely that I might get my knight stuck.
Knight c4. I'm guessing knight c4. That's my prediction.
Let's see, Milford.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll push forward d8. This is the thing with the Gioco Piano. It's very varied. Sometimes you can maneuver, sometimes you push forward, but it's something indeed. I mean, I would say that Grishuk has
Okay, so now he gave me something.
because
He gave me a
if this
lot.
pawn ever advances, then black has control of this c5, taking.
Is he really gonna? What?
Grishuk is lurking in the corner.
I have this fucking fort, which
So far so good for
which
Grishuk,
wins.
I would say.
and he did give up, and he did.
Win this
He
match.
did
Want to
keep
force it.
up his spawn. Okay, fucking hell! What did it?
There's so many plans. One thing that
Oh.
kind of appealed to
I
me.
do have this now.
To play moves like that, maybe just improving the worst place piece. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that's
Love it.
comfortable with white. Okay, Nepo's played c4, but black has good control over these squares. Did he need to exchange off? Maybe. But still,
This is
That just
tough.
eliminates any danger of the rook moving down. You know, this knight is a little bit passive, but it's not too
He still had this move. And I don't really have anything. I have to repeat.
F3 or C2. I mean, I imagine C2 just to stop the rook coming down.
And I have to play this move.
He's managed to protect this pawn. I mean, it's fine.
This and
I would
this.
say neither side has
I have to
too
play
much.
very solid. Like, solid as fuck.
I
Bro.
the other boards. And
Do I have something?
good for Ali Reza.
I should push.
So
Ah, no.
could squeeze out a win. So that's going to help the Cas chess come back. Which is exactly what they needed to do.
Grishuk trying hard, you know, he's trying to create something, putting it onto but well, no drama with the rook in the third round, covering everything. It looks absolutely fine for white to me. Still think it's
Rock
easy.
solid.
Yeah.
Somehow I end up winning. Okay, we are back and okay, let's watch the games. Let's watch the games.
I think very sensible because
So last game,
sometimes there are
after
tactics,
this we'll know
sometimes even
who won
white
and we'll stop the
without
stream.
the pawn on f6 could even push with e5.
Damn,
So
Ali
just
Reza
advance. Finally, this knight spinning around.
is already winning.
To f5 on a good day.
Oh, it's an interesting position because one doesn't quite know which side is actually playing.
Rook a4, good move. So that ties the knight down to the defense of the c-pawn. And then it's
He's gone back.
back again.
And-
So a tacit draw for
Yeah,
perhaps.
I don't know. He looked around when he saw that rook retreat. But Grishuk really running low on the clock.
This time Grishuk is low.
27 seconds.
Last time it was Nepo.
Yeah. Looks like could be heading towards a draw here. They're repeating the position. He's played it. Are they going to look into each other's eyes?
Okay,
think
okay.
they
Come
can
to an
Around.
understanding.
Rapid is going to lose this.
And
Like,
look at the captain.
Draw.
Might
literally,
say
Ali
it's
Reza
a
is
draw.
1.5
And
minutes.
Alexander Grishuk
ahead
playing
in
the draw.
time.
We have a handshake and first result in maybe.
Okay, so we
move
got a
around. And
draw.
there we're seeing Ali Reza Firouzja against Richard Reports. Now Ali Reza was doing very well.
Was
Wow.
no, he's still
Strong pawn.
doing a
And
very
if we
good
just
job.
get one square further down. This looks pretty desperate for Rapport.
It's gonna get to B2, one square away from promotion. And
Oh, there's a funny little trick there actually. It's gone knight b4, and then basically, okay, on my graphics board we haven't got knight b4 yet. There's a back rank which Who's chance to be aware of. So knight b4. Now if b2, then knight c2. So bishop takes f6.
Damn,
This is
that rook
by
move.
far the best
Safest.
Rook
Yeah.
a8.
Just making sure there's no back rank
and
tricks.
she's setting up B2 because you cannot capture that pawn because the rook
Ali
is
Reza
there to be
literally
thrown in.
7.
And Richard, well,
7,
he's fighting as
8
hard
out of
as he can
7.
to save the
I
point.
mean 7
but
out of 8.
Ah.
Whatever.
That's a beautiful
That's a
move.
beautiful move.
Rook takes pawn, rook e1 check. Ali Reza is going to win this one.
He
yeah,
resigns.
There we go. So WR chess
Oh
they
my
take the
god.
lead.
looking very good for them. Let's go to
No, no.
yes. Let me see. Nakamura playing.
Okay,
white.
so Hikaru is winning.
And looks like Hikaru with white is better. Yep.
He's a
Okay.
lot better. He has so many
Rotates the
pawns.
d-pawn really
I mean,
nicely.
so many pass pawns.
Possible To break open
He
the
got 3
position.
pass pawns.
And yeah, rook h6 coming. I mean, Nakamura is so good in these kind of technical
And
positions.
the players are just blitzing it out. So let's go full screen so we can have a better look at the clock.
No, but
It's
these.
a race. Hikaru
Okay, they can
just
come back.
contemplating whether his
But
rook
Hikaru
can
has to win.
withstand the march of the a pawn, and
Hikaru and MVL has to do something.
Goes to c5, the queenside pawns advance, and I think that should be that.
Okay, now it's enough for Hikaru
So,
to win.
rook on a6, make sure
Oh no, MVL is winning.
it's a queening
MVL is winning.
advance the queenside pawns.
No
Technical.
way.
Hikaru down to under 10 seconds. Now c6
No, wait.
and rook a7 check.
But the rook has to maintain contact with that.
Oh, Hikaru made it
So
hard for him.
Hikaru dropping back with the king,
Okay.
and then dropping
Oh, very interesting.
back. That's a nice one.
Okay, so it's a clear win, yeah.
Capture and take on
And
a2.
MVL is winning his game.
The finger is moving furiously. He goes into the king and pawn endgame, and
Game
just,
over. Completely
Damn.
game over.
Yep, now it's coming. He's got control. He's going to be much
What a
faster,
game.
and we have
Yeah, WR chess.
another point going to WR
I guess they
chess.
win.
Okay, let's go to.
Okay, wait.
Sebastian
We
Ogier.
have more 2 games.
Black against Aldia Ansat. And let me see. Maxime is
So,
piece up.
yeah, Maximus
well,
piece
very
up.
complicated, but
It's very complicated.
just tuning in here.
Well, Aldia needs to win this game.
He's doing his best. I mean,
At the minute, scores are
Oh
2-1.
shit, let's go. Let's go.
And if Aldia Ansat
No,
and
it's
Kamiladinova
even
win,
if it's a draw.
then they will successfully take it to tie breaks.
and this is really,
Why?
really sharp.
How? Last game was
but,
a
you know,
win
Maxime
for
has an exposed
WR
king,
chess.
and now rook f1 threatened. Wow, he's dancing on the edge of a precipice, and I tell you what, Ansat is playing brilliantly. He's now threatening.
MVL is
queen d8,
winning.
but Maxime has broken through.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that there's going to be a loose rook somewhere, or
Yeah, let's go.
you keep the king exposed.
Can you not
WR chess
cannot
fiends.
hide on a2 because of the
Queen
queen.
d5 check.
Exactly.
That's game over. Oh,
That's
oh
all.
no, the discover check. I think he was lost anyway.
Yeah, it was
Discover
lost.
check. And the rook is going to take the queen. I think he was lost, poor guy. But I tell you what, Maxime, he's a brilliant, brilliant blitz player.
And he's a brilliant tactician at that, and with that win. Well, there you can see the hopes of Kaz Chess for taking it to tiebreak, but WR Chess team, well, they
Yeah.
just, as you can see from the scoreboard, they
Literally, they
are gonna be
smashed everyone.
the champions, the FIDE World
Smashed.
Blitz Team champions. Well, in a field of giants, WR Chess team.
They literally
they
had
rose
top
above
5
everyone
best
once again.
blitz player. What do you
Score.
what do you
What a
expect them to
tournament, What a
perform?
performance there from the greats.
See,
But I think
I'll
in
show
the
you.
end, they really
So
played
Carlsen is
themselves
not
into
playing, okay.
form, and I think
Now we have
you know,
Nakamura,
that
Firoza,
final match, I
Ian.
think underscored
These 3 were in the
how well they played. We had
same
Nepo,
team.
Slightly difficult position.
And Wesley is in
Okay,
the same
Wesley,
team, Duda is in the same team,
WR
MB
Chess team,
literally in the top
Smiles on
11.
their faces.
Everyone was
High fives.
The sponsor, that's
Congratulations
the
all
sponsor,
round.
Vadim Rosenstein, who's assembled
where
this
is
team.
Hikaru? Does he like
Team.
flew off to make
Smiles on their faces.
And that's
High fives.
the sponsor,
Congratulations
that's the
all
sponsor,
round.
Vadim Rosenstein, who's assembled this team and
They
Where
did
is
it.
Hikaru?
actually produced, certainly in the first of the matches in the
I
final
guess Hikaru
of his
just
game.
went and he's making his
Yeah, he assembled this team, and what a
YouTube
team.
video.
Let's look at some of the individual scores, because
No way he just flew off and
you can see that
making
Alireza
video.
Firouzja today scored 8 out. In overall, today he scored 8 out of 9. We had
Okay, we can stop now. Let's stop this stream. Literally had no one today. Actually, I have no one today. Alright, thanks for watching the stream. In the next stream, I have something big to announce, and also Also, I'm trying to do this. What do we say? Some kind of a donation stream or something.